It's me again, just the ordinary Potter girl. Long time no see, but I'm back. I hope you still remember me. Maybe not, but either way, I'm back, and I'm back with a highly requested video, which is the ultimate Percy Jackson Book Quiz. But this time in a much harder edition, because apparently the first one was way too easy for all you true Percy Jackson fans out there. So if you already watched one of my quiz videos, that's great, then you know how this is going to work. But maybe if you're new here, hi, welcome. I do a lot of fandom videos, especially Harry Potter, but as you see also Percy Jackson and other bookish videos in general. So if you're into that, you're exactly at the right place here. Okay, but without further ado, let's start the Percy Jackson quiz. Question number 1 is, what are the 2 things Hermes gives to Percy in the Sea of Monsters? So not actually in the Sea of Monsters, but in the book, The Sea of Monsters. Oh, by the way, in this quiz, there are no possible answers, so you have to know everything straight away, because this is the real hard Percy Jackson true fan quiz. But I think that's quite a good question to start, because these 2 things are pretty important in Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. But do you remember them? Okay, so the correct answer is he gives him a flask and a bottle of chewable vitamins, which is of course always mega useful, but we see in Percy Jackson it is really useful. Okay, so if you got both of the answers, then you get 2 points, or if you just have got one, then 1 point. Moving on to question number 2, which is, who lives on a farm with meat-eating cows? Do you remember that? We meet them in Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth. And it is of course Geryon and Erutheon. Moving on to question number 3, which is, what is the name of the 2-headed god Percy meets in the labyrinth? And that is of course Janus. Okay, so we are already at question number 4, and that is, how do you summon the taxi of the 3 Grey sisters? Okay, so Annabeth does that in Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters right at the beginning when they need a taxi, and she tosses a golden drachma, however you pronounce that, sorry. But you know, the old Greek money, these drachmas, whatever. But she tosses one of them into the road and it sinks through, so it goes into the ground. And then you shout, Stethi Ohama Diabolis, which of course we all know. I mean, who wouldn't know that? Which, by the way, means stop, chariot of damnation. And then voila, you have your taxi. It's as easy as that. Okay, moving on to question number 5, which is, what are actually the names of these 3 Grey sisters? By the way, yeah, these sisters have the taxi, the ones that only have like 1 eye to share between the 3 of them. They have a taxi company, yeah. Okay, but their names are Wasp, Anger, and Tempest. Moving on to question number 6, which is, where is Mount Olympus located in the Percy Jackson series? And I know that this might sound like quite an easy question, but I want a really specific answer, and by that I mean, which floor is Mount Olympus on? Okay, so I bet you all knew that Mount Olympus is the Empire State Building, but which floor? Okay, so you can find Mount Olympus on the 600th floor of the Empire State Building. Question number 7 is, What are the coordinates that lead Percy to the Golden Fleece? Do you remember these random numbers? I listened to the audiobook of Percy Jackson quite a few times, and because of that, these numbers are so stuck in my head that I think I won't get them out anytime soon. So I did actually remember that. Okay, so the numbers are 30, 31, 75, 12, which makes the coordinates 30, 31 north, 75, 12 west. Question number 8 is, where does Tyson live before he moves into Camp Half-Blood? So we all know that Tyson goes to school with Percy before he moves to Camp Half-Blood, and before we find out that he's actually a Cyclops, and Percy doesn't know that as well until we find out. Okay, so Tyson lives in New York together with Percy, but he lives in 72nd Street, and they're in a cardboard refrigerator box. Question number 9 is, inside which mountain does Percy find Kronos' Smiths and is almost killed by them? And I think he escapes this mountain because it's actually a volcano, and it is actually Mount St. Helens. Okay guys, we've reached the 10th and final question. I hope you're still having fun. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you want an even harder Percy Jackson quiz or what other quizzes you would like to see. So I already have a lot of Harry Potter quizzes, but definitely let me know if you want to have one for a specific topic or just general other fandoms. I'm happy to do them. Okay, but now let's see what question number 10 is. What was the name of Grover's uncle who was paralyzed by Medusa? Okay, so I have to tell you, I actually looked that one up. I think that's a pretty hard detail to remember what the name of the uncle was, but if you are a true Percy Jackson fan, maybe you know that one. Okay, so the correct answer is Uncle Ferdinand. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this quiz. Definitely let me know your score in the comments down below, because I would be so interested in how you did at this quiz. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I see you in my next video. Until then, bye guys!